episode of American Beer TV. Now, we got something really cool. Kenny was able to score some really exclusive beer through Archer Liquors.
Out of Chicago.
And we got ourselves some Bell. You're going to start seeing some Bell stuff. This is their Two-Hearted Ale. Now, this has 100%, is it percent?
100%
rating on Rate Beer. So, this is supposed to be
Not
like...
too many beers out there have 100.
No. So,
is it the perfect beer? We're going to find out.
And this is
right
an IPA, 7% IPA, made exclusively with Centennial hops from the Northwest there, or not Northwest.
Yeah, they're where they're getting the hops from. Yeah,
Michigan.
they're in...
Locally grown Michigan.
They're in... oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they said on the thing. So
Michigan. Oh, cool.
So, let's give this one a pour. We got out the pretty glasses for this. So... Nice pour.
Yeah, nice white pillowy head.
Yeah, very meringue. Had big bubbles. A little bit of haze on there.
Tiny bit. Is there yeast in the? Yeah, here.
There's some yeast in there.
Let's get the full effect there.
So it's naturally bottle fermented. Nice touch. Oop, there goes the chunks.
Yeah. I love
it's good stuff, man. It's got B vitamins. It's good for you.
I love to taste that. That's the way you can really taste the beer.
Yeah. So, now if we were really serious into the homebrew, well, we've homebrew, but we haven't done it in a while. But we could capture that yeast strain. That would be cool. Anyway,
be ours.
Now some of these IPAs and stuff, as soon as you crack them open, you can smell them. I'm not smelling it from here.
Well, let's get into the nose.
Yeah, let's do it.
Really subtle. Very unique.
Very solid hop aroma. It's very much as if you're in the homebrew store and you pull out that packet of hops. And
so a beer like this is so cool because if it's 100% Centennial hops, you get to taste what Centennial hops are all about. So obviously the brewers at Bell's, they've got a thing for Centennial hops and they want to showcase that hop in an IPA and... Let's see how they pulled it off.
It's got a tiny touch of malt in there, but
so this beer's 7%, so it's should have some body to it.
But those hops they're not the dank, they're not the earthy, the really earthy pungent ones. But it's not really
it's like really
floral. It's really grassy, I think. Would you call it that?
Yeah, a little grassy, a little floral.
Yeah.
A little fruitness is coming through too.
Yeah.
Like just a hint. But nice, really clean. Really
very
clean.
Nice.
Let's taste it, man.
Let's get into it. Cheers. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm getting a little citrus fruit coming through.
That has several waves of flavor on that one.
Some of that floral hoppiness,
especially in the aftertaste.
Oh yeah, it's really coming through.
You're getting man. Okay, that was just like 3 or 4 different waves of flavors, subtly washing.
Malt not super pronounced in this beer.
You're getting some of that little biscuity, bready malt qualities.
It's really faint.
It's really drinkable.
It's so different to taste a beer like this.
Yeah.
Than tasting the West Coast IPAs that seem so over the top. It's not very bitter. It doesn't have that bitter aftertaste.
No.
And I think, personally speaking, I think some brewers kind of get a little heavy-handed when they're putting their hops in the initial boil. Letting them sit in there for an hour, 40 minutes inside the boil. You get this weird resinous. It's good. It's good and it's bad. It just tends to take away from some of the subtleties that hops can to add to a beer.
Yeah.
And This is good because it does have a little bit of bitterness. It has this nice little like dryness on the palate,
right?
But it still has this overtone of like this flowery, yeasty, like fruity, all that stuff. Kind of lays over the top of that bitterness.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an exceptionally crafted beer, and just because it's an IPA and just because it's got hops,
it's doesn't mean it tastes like an IPA to me.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to clobber someone over the head with hops. I think so many people, especially here in Southern California, as soon as you start talking about a hoppy beer,
we're really used to drinking really hoppy beer.
Yeah, we are
bitter hoppy beers.
Exactly, and so this is saying, yeah, you can make an IPA, and you can do it with class.
That's a good example.
Yeah,
it's a classy IPA.
Yeah, I mean, hops,
maybe that's why it's got 100.
I mean, hops don't have to be, the Conan the Barbarian, coming in there and just.
That's why we put it in
the hopinator.
That's why we put it in a stemmed glass.
Yeah,
it's classy.
Yeah, even though it's got a fish on the label.
Yeah.
I don't know what the.
Yeah, I know. You think it's gonna be like some funky dead fish beer.
No, but what I don't know. I didn't see on their website what the two-hearted meant. I don't know if maybe this is a specific fish that has two hearts or some weird. I don't quite get the marketing theme that they're going with there.
Well, they're from the
Michigan,
Great Lakes, right?
Right. I think it's a fantastic IPA. I think I think it's subtle. I think it hits on all the levels that an IPA should hit on, but it does it in a completely different way than what we're used to. I think it's got some subtlety and is really focusing on going for flavor instead of necessarily the IBUs.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. I think it's a well-crafted beer.
Yeah.
And I think more brewers should take beers like this and as an example of ways to stylize their IPAs. Really.
And I also think you hit on a real good point. I really like the fact of experiments that brewers are doing with a single type of hop variety, so you can really, I mean, those kinds of experiments. One of the biggest reasons to do it, I think, is to educate your customers on what that flavor tastes like. Now, this will give you a solid idea of what you can do with just Centennial hops, and I don't think. I think Centennial hops.
Who's the European guy? McKellar or something like that?
Yeah.
He does a bunch of IPAs that are all single hop IPAs.
Yeah.
So that gives you a chance. I used to do that home brewing all the time. Brew a batch and dry hop it. Make a really like subtle beer that wasn't very hoppy, and dry hop it with 5 different kinds of hops, and
or
have this weird little chemistry set up.
Or do it with
your
yeast.
House. Yeah,
do it with yeast. I mean, you that's really one of the beauties of being a home brewer, to develop your palate.
Well, all right, man.
Cheers. Cheers. Another great beer. And wait, that's not.
Get out there and drink craft beer.
Word.